Hi, this is Bruce Buffer, and you're listening to the Brats and Beard Podcast.
Welcome back, tailgaters. I am very excited to announce our next guest this week. He's somebody that I grew up watching on the basketball court. Honestly, a little giddy right now talking to him. He's helped influence the current state of the NBA, and you may have seen him play on the And1 Streetball team, showcasing his incredible handles. This guy is who DeJounte Murray thinks he is right now, playing in these pro-ams, by the way. Please help me welcome Tim Gittens, a.k.a. Headache, to the show. Woo!
Thank you.
Woo, woo.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really excited to talk to you. I mean, I grew up watching you play. Kind of that whole initial And1 crew was so much fun to watch when the mixtape was kind of first coming out there. I know the first one was considered the skip tape, was it? But yeah, just seeing everything evolve and still continuing on is pretty awesome. But I don't know if I should call you Tim or Headache, because I'm so used to knowing you as Headache. But
hey, I respond to both, but you call me Tim, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
Look, I laugh because whenever I hear, like, when I'm at the house and one of my kids and my wife said, for them it's more of a pun and joke. So that's the thing. They're like,
oh, what do you mean? What do you mean, Tim?
Get them in trouble.
Hey, one day I slipped up. You know how you try to stay on your toes? I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, babe, I got a headache. They're like, oh no, watch out. I'm like, all my kids at the same time. I'm like, really? That's what you're gonna do? I'm like, really? I'm like, oh, I deserve that. Okay, thank you.
God. That's funny. I mean, I've seen you slap some opponents while you're playing against them. You're not. Are you teaching your kids that or your wife that at all?
No. Hey, what's crazy about like my middle baby? So I got two girls, and then my son was the oldest. My son's like an incredible drummer. So and crazy part about it, in drills he can do everything: left hand, right hand finish from the free throw line, in off two steps, shoot the ball. But he don't want no part of basketball.
Really?
Like none. Like
interesting.
My little baby, she's the athlete. She can shoot it. Like she be a freshman this year in high school, so she missed 2 years of playing because of the pandemic. So now it's like relearn the game, learn the basics, and then that's hard. It's hard for me to coach her because it's a daddy-daughter thing.
Yeah.
So then when my coaching voice come out, she thinks it's her scrolling voice. So it's like. And then I have to deal with mommy, like, you gotta be softer. I'm like, okay. And then my baby girl, she's playing softball, so it's hard because I would love to be able, to give it, and it's amazing because like everybody on her team want me to train them and coach them, and I'm like, come on, baby, let's go outside. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, but yeah, it's God. I wish it was that. Is that like, coaches tell you all the time, and I learned early because I used to be around Mark Jackson all the time. So his son, when we used to go play at LA, up at UCLA, we up there playing pickup, and I'm on the sideline waiting for next. I'm with his son. We working on handle, little Mark. We working on handle stuff, teaching him stuff, and then Mark come out of the game. It's like when Mark was just finished up in the league, and he's like, Dad, man. Headache will kill you. He's like, Dad, he showed me this stuff. I'm like, come here. I said, your dad. At this time, Mark was number 2 all-time assist leader. I'm like, he's number 2 all-time assist leader in the world. He's like, yeah, but that's my dad. I'm like, oh. And then Mark looked at me and was like, when you have kids, you will understand.
Yeah.
You are regular to them and they don't care.
They don't care. That's funny. That's so funny. I guess that I was going to ask you a little later, but then I just got to bring it up. Like, I know there was the new 30 for 30 out and kind of talked about like a lot of the NBA players were saying like the And1 guys can never be in the NBA and stuff like that. I guess, what are your thoughts on that? And like, are there any players that like you could still take to this day or what? I know you can take Mark Jackson right now currently. I know that.
Yeah, he working out. And I do that for brotherly love because, I can get him back now because he's older.
Yeah.
But you know, like and then crazy part was I did another podcast right after we shot it, and everybody was upset about it, and I'm like, I didn't really get upset about it because I know it's part of the ambiance. It's part of what they can say. Like, and I laughed when Kyrie said it because I grew up beneath his dad, and his dad probably 8, 9 years old. They're older than me. And when I was 15, 16, I was going at his dad. At 14, 15, I was getting 30 and 40. So I'm like, it's cute that you say it because me in my prime, you in your prime, you couldn't guard me. So like, you don't know. And we talking about regiment. I said, have you seen y'all regiment? Because they all talk about, oh, you know, it's 99 days. I said, I stand in the gym 8 hours a day, and I was always in the best shape on the court. I ain't never get tired. I ain't even drink water when I played. Like, so, but that's the naive, but it's also the ego of a basketball player.
Yeah.
And one thing I told because my wife, my family was mad. They're like, oh, you know, that's so messed up. And like Amon Shumpert, no, because I knew I was at the Chicago game. So like they wouldn't let me suit up.
Yeah.
I wanted to suit up. Me, AO, we want to suit, but ball players know who can really ball. Like, they're not gonna admit it because I wouldn't admit it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I tell kids all the time, like, as a basketball player, we all know if I play against you, I might have won the game. You might have been killing. Only me and you know that because you know I ain't gonna say because we won. So I'm like, yeah. But in my mind, I'm going, whoo, next time I see Sean. But I ain't gonna say we won. Like I had 20, you had 30, we won. Your stats don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
But that's the obvious and the love or the hate of basketball, especially us, because when we did it, they ran from us. Everybody know that. Like we wanted to play against them in every way possible. They ran. Just like the other day, my young boy, little nephew, Obi Toppers, them played in the Nike program in New York. New York guys is not moving out your way.
Yep.
And they wind up getting smacked. But I tell people like that. I just talked to my guy on the phone. He's like, yeah, that's crazy. I said the problem is people so willing to crucify them, but don't understand. There's some dudes out here that's not gonna move. And especially like a city like New York, a Chicago, a Detroit.
Yeah.
I tell everybody like when Homicide trying to get LeBron to come to New York. I'm like, yeah, but it ain't the same guys like when I was playing.
Yeah.
Like, you really have to go through somebody. Now it's a little like, I'll let you get mine, you let me get yours. It wasn't that back in the day. You get foul hard, but for them to lose, I'm a diehard Knicks fan. For you to lose in a pro-am with 3 pros, it shows you how serious they take it.
Yeah, so some of those old videos of like you guys playing, like it's just such hard basketball. Like the fouls, it's just everyone's going at each other. I was gonna kind of ask you, like, were there fist fights? Like, did you ever get into it, people? Because like you were a pretty physical guy.
Well, I just played this weekend because I twist my knee. I played with some guys this weekend, and they don't know who I am. So I'm in the gym playing with like guys like 22 to like 28, and I'm in cruise control. Cause I'm just trying to fill my body out back from the first time playing. And I go to the hole and dude just swipe down, hit my arm, and I fight and lay it in. And I get back on D. I cut him off. He bounced off me, go out of bounds. He called foul. And I looked at him. I'm like, why would you call foul? He's like, nah, you fouled me. I said, with my chest? I said, you swiped across my whole arm.
Yeah.
You didn't try to give me the ball. I just laid it in. I ain't say nothing. He go, well, no, you can't do that. What, play defense? And he's like, I said, okay. So next time I go down the hole, I catch the ball, I take a hard, slow dribble, and I go right through his chest and then lay it up. He go, that's the offensive foul. You gotta make your mind, bro.
God.
Like, but that's the state of it, because when we played, it was like you're not allowed to call a foul.
Yeah.
You know, and my thing, and for us, we had to endure that for it to be successful.
Yeah.
Like we went out and like we was in Boston. Like the fun one, the best ones in Boston, me, Maine. It was me, man, AO, Hot Sauce. Matter of fact, is in one of the videos, dudes had on green tank tops. So they called the radio station, we doing a promo. They called the radio station tomorrow. Oh, yeah, guys, y'all ain't real. You know how I go. Y'all ain't real. Y'all won't come to such park. We like, what address? We on a bus. What address? We'll come. When we get there, the park is packed. They got jerseys on. Like, where y'all get jerseys from? Like what y'all had these pre-ordered? Like
UPS'd it overnight, just ready to go.
So we get in there, we start playing. It gets physical from the jump. But me, man, half man, AO, we all from the hood. Like, we not backing down. Dude, like, whatever. Well, okay. And we got physical and some words changed. Oh, we got that. We said, we got ratchets too. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, we don't go anywhere alone. Like, we know what we're going into. So we beat them by about 4 or 5, and the crowd went crazy. But we had to shut the game down for like 5 minutes, let them know, like, we'll punch all y'all in the face. Like, like, we're still athletes, but we ain't running. And I think that's the kind of part that made everybody accept it. Because we've been like that. I've been in Chicago before we put Flash on, and a couple big time, dope boys like, yeah, my guy, kill you. I got 300, 400. I got 500. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, the one in Chicago was famous. I told Wally I need 10 touches. I told the dude, I said, hey, I need 10 touches. I said, I'm gonna score 9 in a row. The 10th one, I'm gonna hand you the ball. Like, what? Like, nah. So I picked dude up. We going at. First one I scored, throw to his leg, get a dunk, pick him up again. By the 8th one, I'm just at him. Like, I'm in, how once you get locked in, and I scored a 9th one, I pick him up 94 feet and I pick it from him. And I walk over to half court where dude was talking with the money and hand it to him. And the ref called out of bounds. But they all went from this.
Yeah, just go.
That's great. And he gave me the money. I took it and said, okay, good. And threw it in the stands.
God, that's awesome. That's so awesome.
and then you know how it goes. Like, oh, come on tonight. You got to come on tonight,
Yeah.
I'm like, but that was the ambiance of us just going in and playing. It was our game talk before anything else. Yeah. And that's why I say, like, when we talk back to like 30 for 30, these is guys who's talking because they got to keep that NBA, that shield, the NBA shield alive. And truthfully, it's some guys that couldn't play, but like the AOs who played Division I basketball. Yeah. Ani Harrell, who prime objective, who played at Georgetown, was in the league making work. I had 3 NBA workouts. AO had I was at the Seattle workout with AO when he was working out for him. They kind of did him dirty, like the way they set it up. It was more like, let's just give him a workout. He killed everything they was throwing at him. Like, and they were like, what you gonna do? Now you gotta come back, or you gotta tell him he can't come back and make an excuse, the political excuse. But it was no way he couldn't be a third. You can't tell me AO in a third string point guard. Yeah. Like, we ain't even talking about first or second. Like, when I worked out for Indiana, the same, like, Jamal Tilley gave me a big shout out, him and Ron. Like, they said, easy third string point guard. Easy. Like, but it's money, is who agents who coach book who in, budget, like how much I'm paying the guy I gotta cut to get you. And if I gotta fire that agent because he should have saw you before I hired him.
A lot of politics.
So it's a lot. And then, like half man who was incredible, undersized, but can do everything. You had guys that was really pros that came in. Like, even like God rest his soul, Mark Jackson's little brother. Like, he killed people on the block. Yeah. But the question was, will he want to be in the league? Like, like I love S. S is my favorite all time because I played with him when he's in college. I played with him at AAU with me, him, and Skip. And we used to all play pickup. And AO and S would get in the game and be like this. And we used to always laugh. He'd be like, I got 4 for you. I'm like, what? 4 dunks? He's like, nah, I got 4 ups and downs. Like, if you ever watch it, like, he'd get down the floor, he'd get a stop, he'd run down the floor, we give it to him, he'd go between his legs, throw his head, get a basket, come down again, we get another stop, feed him again. And usually by that second feed, he's warmed up, he's gonna make a move and he's gonna dunk it, take his shirt off, throw it in the stand.
And he's done.
He in the locker room like this.
Because he was what, almost 500 pounds at one point? Like, he's such a big boy. And RIP to Escalade. I know he passed obviously too soon, but I mean, that was a big boy, man. That was a big boy.
Like, catch everything. Hands are soft.
Yeah.
Catch everything. Like, and people understand, like, when he went to Hawaii, we always talk about on the bus. He went to Hawaii big man camp. People don't even know about that now. They don't even do it no more. The NBA big man camp in Hawaii, he went out there and put a clinic on. Because you really can't, once he seal you, you not.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
It ain't nothing. And he's too skilled for you to get around him.
Yeah.
So you got 6'10", 350 who can put the ball between his legs on the back, spin, left hand, right hand.
Yeah.
What you do with that?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
like,
you got to double team them from the front to try to strip the ball. Otherwise, there's no way you're stopping them. No way you're stopping them.
like, you seen it like a baby orange in his hand when he grabbed it. Like,
Baby orange. Hey, Tim, so I saw an interview of you. I can't remember when it was from, but you were kind of shading on short people. Like you're like, you don't mess with them. I just want to let you know I'm 6'7". So like we're cool, dude. We're cool. Just I won't stand up. And,
hey, you got at least give me the context of a statement of the question, because my wife's short. So now you're gonna get me in trouble.
you said you wouldn't. You knew who to mess with, or not mess with, like play with. And you were like, I'm not gonna play with. I'm not waste my time. It was your buddy. You were with 4 guys. I can't remember. I gotta look up the podcast, but it was hilarious.
That's funny. Did you?
On the And1 joint?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Because he's really, you ain't his short. He say he 5'2", but he ain't.
Oh, okay.
So that's why the interview you heard me call him it's Damo from And1. That's why I heard me call him Gap model, because we say he's gonna be a baby Gap modeling. They ain't gonna need no mannequin. Just put it on him. He just stands there.
I feel bad for bringing it up.
I'm gonna have to take him. I'm gonna have to take him in this clip. We'll go. Did you played at UWM, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm from Milwaukee, so I never knew that, and I found that out like today, earlier when I was doing some research. So how did that come about?
Oh, so right now I'm working on my book to tell my story.
Yeah.
So like just my whole journey. So I went to Winston State first, and then I went to junior college, and then I wound up getting recruited by Rick Cobb, who probably one of the worst coaches I ever had.
Preach, man. Let's hear it.
Just knowing the game.
Yeah.
Like when I first got on Milwaukee campus, I came FIT. I was a junior college All-American. I made all-conference team. I had a whole bunch of schools recruiting me. I thought that would be the best because I'm Doug Lewis, that's from Milwaukee, that coached at Marvin King, who still coached at Marvin King with him, Cyrus. Like, so I came in, Doug played with Sam Cassell, so he was like, yo, I'm gonna get you right. I get ready for the league. I was already who I was at 14, so it wasn't like I ain't need no fame. So I'm like, I'm just ready to go on ball. I'm a diehard baller. I get there, my first day of workout, I'm in the gym playing against the team that was there, and I'm killing them. And I can't remember the third assistant coach. I can't remember his name right now. Oh, he ran up on me. He said, "Why you come here?" That was a sign from God. Like I should have transferred.
Yeah, just immediately.
I should just left and be like, I'm gonna sit out this year. I'm gonna just. But my thing was the city was like the campus itself and the city took care of me. Like my best friend, which is my goddaughter mom, we became tight and helped critique me. But I fought and it definitely been my book. I fought so much against men ego. Like at that point in my life, you're supposed to help me get to the next level. I'm already about to be a pro. The next guy next to Rick Cobb was such a jerk, and he played Division III basketball. He trying to tell me to play like John Stockton. I just came back being junior college All-American. I'm a superb athlete.
Yeah.
My jump shot probably wasn't like John Stockton, but my handle, my vision, my speed is all above him as a sophomore in college.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell me to play like a guy who can't even do half the stuff I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're a fan of him and you don't want to pour into me.
Yeah. That's just having a closed mind as a coach. Like open it up. Yeah.
He told all of us. He told the whole team he wasn't pros. So short, long story short. So they started using me weird. Now that I'm older and I became a coach and I was a pro, when I look back and I said I actually called Doug Lewis before I started writing my book because I had to get closure because I went through so much. I didn't play my senior year, but I went and transferred because my aunt passed going into my senior year that summer, who raised me, and I was like, I'm gonna finish school for her.
Okay.
Because I knew being in New York, I could always be a pro and get it, but the paper meant more to me, her than anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna stay here. I sat down with him because the story's so crazy. He used to use me so bad. Like my first game against Northeastern, we played at home. My first game of the season, I actually put some tape up on highlights on Instagram, and he wouldn't start me. I love Cyrus, but I'm the best point guard on the team, hands down. Period.
Yeah.
Like, I walked in and told him, y'all better go to 2. Just go to 2 or 3. Pat McCabe, I'm gonna get you the ball. but I'm the number one here, period. Ain't nobody can do. He don't start me because those his guys. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I see almost the first half to 8-minute mark. We still down 4. He finally put me in. We start making a run. We going halftime down 1. Coach Lewis come and say, you're going to start the second half. We're going to start making this run. We make the run. We went out winning by like 4. I think I finished like 15, 8, 9. I had a great game, like 100% from 3. And press con, he didn't talk to me. like I don't know what I did.
Yeah, what the hell? Oh my God.
But because as a player from New York, as a point guard, we see the game. So I'm him on the floor. He calling plays that he can turn over. I change the play that's going to work. I come down, coach, change this. And we suspect when he mad at me because I'm being him on the floor. Yeah. And that's what I was taught to be as a point guard. Like, like, hey, you the coach on the floor. So my job is to know all your sets, look at the defense, and pick the right one that's going to work. Yeah. But if you call blue and every time I throw it to the wing, it gets stolen, I'm not running blue no more.
Like, you got to adjust.
I'm not running blue no more. I'm running something else. I'm going to a mismatch. And he didn't like that. But he wasn't really controlling the team. It was his first assistant who was running the team. And to me, that was a disadvantage because now, back in that day, it was, and sometime now, it's like, I brought these guys in. My guys got to play. I didn't, as a college kid, we didn't understand that. Like, all we knew was in practice, if I kill you, I should get time.
Yep.
That's it. But I didn't know that politic of it. Like, I recruit these guys. I'm the first coach.
I owe them time. I owe them their time that I promised them.
So Tim, I'm gonna exercise your mind here, okay? I don't mean no disrespect by this. What do you think may have happened? Do you think that your personality could have? I'm curious if you really think like that wasn't the right move for you. You know what I mean? Like you feel it in your heart, like this guy is not there for me. Like I'm trying to. You obviously have a coachable resume. You know what I mean? Like you know basketball. It's your heart and soul. So go ahead.
I think it was a New York players is weird, but I was such a different animal. So all I want to do is play basketball. Like I give you 2 examples. I used to get in trouble all the time having to run sprints because I would play pickup and clutchy before practice. With all the regular guys on campus. Destroy a pickup, go get dressed for practice, and outwork everybody in practice. And then go lift and do all that stuff with them, and then be good, and then go eat. And everybody loved me. But I think the biggest part was, because I came from junior college, I didn't have to come to him every day. I didn't have to talk to him. I grew up on my own because my parents died when I was young. So it was like, I didn't need that hug. I just need hey, go this way, go that way. And he set me up for failure in the beginning because he said, I want you to be the leader. I started being a leader. When it's time to pick a captain, he didn't pick me. So meanwhile, in the beginning of preseason, I'm telling everybody, hey, let's go together. Hey, you going to the mall, Sean? Everybody go. Let's go to the mall. Everybody get in this truck. Let's go. We all go to the mall. But now everybody looking at me as a leader.
And then you don't get picked as the captain.
And we all know how that looks. So now, but like looking back, I didn't understand it. I just got angrier. So now in practice, I'm going at everybody. I didn't care no more because I'm like, if you ain't going to play me. Like at one point, I was on a 4th string. It's no 4th string in practice. I was on 4th string. I'm the best point guard on the team. And I'm in practice calling out my numbers. That's how mad I was. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give y'all 24 tonight. It's easy. Like, And not now knowing and not knowing then is like, okay, I'm being a distraction because he can't be man enough to be a real man and coach to me. And he a New York guy who played against my dad. And because like my big uncles and bros like Sam Worthing that played at Marquette and all of them, he played at Marquette. They all called him. They were trying to give me a chance for the Marquette.
Oh wow.
And I think that all y'all know, like I can't even name it, but not Majaris. Majaris, there's a coach, not Majaris. He played for Marquette, playing the pros, old school guy. He passed away.
McGuire?
Al
McGuire, yeah.
Al McGuire comes out of practice. And he said something I never forgot. He was like, he's looking at us, and I got the ball in my hand. He goes, the best thing about basketball is that you only have to protect the ball for 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. If you do your job and do that, it's almost impossible for y'all to lose a game. The whole time he talking, I'm just putting the ball back like this real fast. He turned and looked at me, and he was like, "Hey, Coach Carl, that guy right there, he got that twitch." Like, I'm just.
That's a hell of a compliment to get from him.
Holy and I'm shit. Like, okay. So I'm thinking, like, I don't know if that, like, because I wasn't his 100% chosen, but he recruited me for 2 years. Yeah. So I can't even tell you, like, his mind. So that's why I told you I had to sit down with my assistant coach 15 years afterwards and be like, yo, I didn't know, because Doug Lewis actually left because of the way I was being treated.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So when he left to go to Central State. He wanted me to come with him, but my thing was my aunt passed in the summertime. I went back and sat down with Coach, and this is the hardest thing I ever did in my life. I sat down with him through all the bull crap. Was like, hey, look, I'll take my blame. I probably made about a lot of misstatements and stuff like that. It's my fault. My aunt just passed. I want to finish my senior year up for her. Bye, boom. I take it. I'm sitting all looking dead in the face. He looked at me. Now I'm on scholarship. My scholarship can't be taken. He looked at me and go, well, I appreciate that, but we really good. We're gonna have walk-on tryouts at so-and-so. You can show up.
Holy shit! What? You're on scholarship.
And I looked at him, and everything in my body got hot.
I can't imagine why.
That's unreal.
I just lost my aunt, and so I'm like, and I walked out. I had to walk out because I don't know what would have happened if I didn't walk out.
Yeah, Jesus.
I walked out and I said, I'll be there. They made tryouts at 6 a.m. And I'm in incredible shape because I've been working out. I'm like 3% body fat. At one point, they banned the athletic trainer banned me from working out in the weight room with the team. You still can work out in scholarship. So like the big room with Clutchy, I'm on the other side. I'm playing with one of my friends who played on the soccer team, Fanta Cooper, who was like trying out for Olympics and all that. We box squatting. I got like 450 on a box squat and I'm boxing. The whole team and coach staff is watching me box squat. He told me I'm being a distraction. They kicked me out of the weight room. like I'm a scholarship. That's why I say it's so like you said.
Oh, God.
Like I wish I had kids like that now.
Yeah.
That just want to be in the gym. Like it was amazing me when I look back. I go, okay, I didn't really go at you until you went at me. I always outworked everybody. I never had grades. Everybody on campus gave me whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Never had a problem on campus. So
that's just horrible coaching. That is horrible coaching.
And then we lose. When I'm playing, we win games.
Yeah.
When I'm not playing, you try. Like, he benched me against I'm having the posters right here on the thing. I'm gonna show you the picture of it. We play against Evansville when they had no one score in the nation. We lose to them by like 5. So I leave my watch. This is a funny story. I leave my watch. We know how we all go eat the little heart like Sam Perkins, something like that for the game. I leave my watch on the table because I was eating. The bus is parked out right in front. I walk on the bus, go, oh, my watch. I turn around and ready to get off the bus. The lady's like the thing, oh, here's your watch. She give it to me. I walk up the stairs and walk past coach. He said, you're going to sit the first half for making us a minute late. I said, what? I said, okay, coach. I had a great shoot around. I was on fire. And I was like, Dad, he really sat me for the first half.
Wow. That's gotta be, I can't imagine how frustrating this all is. Like that's ridiculous.
They subbed me in. I started having a good game. We wound up losing to them. We had a good game. We had a run for it. I go game, we lose the game. And then the next morning, I'm gonna show you this picture of a cracker because it's actually framed right here next to me. And we go to the hotel room, and in the morning we wake up. Mr. Guy, get it. That's on the front cover.
Hey.
That's the #1 score right there, and I'm picking his pocket. I'm picking his pocket, and it says Tim Gittens picked the pocket, but he had to open up the US Day Indiana one and look at that picture. I said that only can be God, yo. Like you did this kid dirty, and you got to wake up and he's on the front cover.
Yeah. Framing that immediately.
Look, in Evansville, like we at Evansville, how I end up on the front? Like with anybody else, that's the picture they put.
That's awesome. That's
so
awesome.
I'm like, so like you said before, like just I tell myself all the time, and I always think about it because I do something different. Because as a pro, as a coach now, I go, Dad, it could have went some other way. But then when I look at his reaction and verbiage, there's no way as me being that young to have a great response to what he was doing because I didn't have that guidance growing up to get there.
Yeah.
And I never had that. And as a high school ball player, my coach taught me and let me kind of go. My AAU coach was in my butt, but he also let me go.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm going to play in the program. My AAU coach was mad at me. Sean Couch, who played at Columbia, who worked out for the Knicks, he told me, today at this game, if you don't do what I ask you to do, you're not going to play. I said, what you want me to do? You can't go, nope, you, on a push of the ball, you can't go past the free throw line to free throw line. If you pass the free throw line, get a layup, I'm taking you out. But he was teaching me how to be a point guard, how to get to the free throw line and stop. Because y'all see me, but I've always been fast. I
just keep going.
But what happened was I'm not getting my guys the ball because I'm being individualized. So he slowed me down to get to the free throw line and look. Now, if I don't have it, I shoot a pull up. If I don't, bring it out when it's set. But he was teaching me that. At that time, I was mad. I probably got sat down like 8 times that game. He passed me like, come sit down. And I'm frustrated. By the end of the game, okay, I want to stay in the game. You stop. Okay, here you go. Okay, run set. And then I find figuring it out. And he taught me how to be a point guard. But it was tough love, but it wasn't trying to demolish my confidence.
There was a purpose to it. It was helping your game.
It's the difference is coaching versus harassing. And unfortunately, some coaches can't figure it out.
Yeah.
They just don't mesh with certain things. And
damn.
Obviously, did you say you were going to call him for your book? Because that would be really interesting to hear.
I want to. I'm God's still working on me because it took like my wife was an angel and my assistant coach. Me and him talk. It would take a lot because I feel like I should have been able to go in the draft my senior year if he'd have poured into me, let me be the player I should have been.
Yeah.
If Doug Lewis stays there and build all of it, I think we could have went further after that year if he let us play together. But a lot of guys, he did it more than just me. He did the other guys.
Yeah.
And it was one of my things I say all the time is that I've been around a lot of men that were portraying to be men and not really being men. Your job is to help mold me. So when I train, coach, and talk to players, girls, or boys, I tell them the truth because I don't want you to ever come back and say, well, I was talking a headache, he lied to me.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me the truth. Now I'm going to tell you, a coach going to like you, but you still can't let the ball up left, or you can't do this, or you're not coachable. I said, when I walk in the room, I can't. Because if somebody told me the things I needed to know at that point in my life, I even go even further because it was people telling me stuff, but it was to get stuff from me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you here. I'm gonna get what I need, and then I'm.
Yep.
So and a lot of people. I was blessed to have like the Rod Stricklands, Mark Jackson, and be able to see them and watch them play. Then I also saw a lot of guys who I know that was 10 times better than me also fail. I didn't want that. So when I stayed in Milwaukee, everybody like, why you stayed there? You could go somewhere and play. My mindset was I can't go back home with nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
Well, Tim, I really appreciate you open up, man. But listen, you lived our dream, man. Let's talk about what we came here to talk about.
Hey, wait, if you need us to get him on the podcast, by the way, we'll bring him on and we'll harass him for you. Just let you know.
He'll probably hide from you. Because I tell kids all the time, one of my biggest things I tell kids that they like, what you think you achieve? I said, and one thing somebody always told me I couldn't do something. But that same coaching staff, not the main 2 guys on that coaching staff, they had to watch me for 10 years on TV.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that told me I wasn't a pro.
Yeah. And then they got to watch it. Yeah.
The guy that wouldn't play me.
Yeah.
Like you had to see me go get NBA tryouts and see all these people who see me do all this stuff, see all these kids wear my stuff, talk about me, get autographed. And I said, so sometimes like as a statement in the Bible said, God will use your enemies as a footstool, and keep them close so they have to watch you.
Yeah.
And I've been in Milwaukee 100 bunch of times doing, camps and clinics. I never seen him, but I know he knew I was in the city.
Yeah. He knows.
Oh, I guess I'll be in the closet this weekend.
Drew, were you going to ask something before? Did you have one?
Oh, no, I was just saying street ball, man. I want this to come out the right way, but my street ball was like me and 3 farmer kids playing, on gravel. We play your video games. We know all about it, man. And Let's hear it, man. I just want to hear it.
Yeah, I guess how do you get started in it? Like what happened to how did it kind of evolve?
It's crazy. It's like anything in basketball, and we all been through it. As an older guy, older kid, older than you play with them, and then you start. For me, playing basketball was my release from life. Like for me to be able to pour into that, because I had to find something that put me close to my dad, but also too, I was still looking to find something because I was in this world basically kind of on my own, but had a little bit of guidance, but the people that we thought was going to be there. So when I found this orange basketball, and it was like I didn't have to fit in.
Yeah.
All I had to do was be good with this basketball.
Yeah.
Like y'all know when you play the game, it's like in them 4 lines, if you can shoot, dribble, or defend,
yep,
you're somebody.
Yeah, nobody cares about anything else.
And that's really it. And then we make so many friends from it because it builds that. So then once it's almost like drugs. Once you get that first hit of excitement and your friends go, "Oh, that was crazy," and you won. Yeah. "Oh, we won." You go, "I like that."
Yeah.
Can I get some more? So now it goes from you playing with your friends to, "Hey, this dude over here got 3 guys. We got 3. Let's go get them." And then now you go, "Okay, y'all play," and then y'all win. You go, "Yeah, we got them." And then you go, "Okay, who else can we get?" Then you turn the other way. Yeah. And then now all of a sudden, now you start competing. Now you go, "How can I make it easier? How can I do it better? How can I not miss?" So to me, it started that way. And then I started being around a guy named Tommy Ryer, who's like one of the big time. He's like 6'5", 270, 260, all muscle, do pull-ups. He's taking me around. I'm at 14, 15, taking me around to all the parks. And I'm playing with him, and he's teaching me the game. I'm playing against grown men. And then I go in my hood and I'm playing against kids and I'm killing them. So half the time I'm fighting because I'm killing them. They mad. You know how it goes. Like you get mad. I'm okay. I fight and I go back and I show up the next day. Like, because I live in a neighborhood. Where else am I play ball at? So I just have to fight you every day. I'm gonna kick your butt every day. We're gonna have to fight. Like just every day. Like, and that's kind of what it was. I think the best moment for me was when I like 15, 16, me playing in my park, Humphroy First and St. Nicholas. And this dude that we playing, and the old guys never let us play. They would use my ball. You gotta sit and wait, and they wouldn't let us play for like the last run. Somebody got hurt, and they said, "Hey," and they looking around which young guy they gonna pick. I'm starting to get a little tall. They put me on the floor, and I got the old man's statement. He's like, "Look, if you get a rebound, get a ball to me. Don't you do anything other than that." Now y'all know.
Yeah.
All my boys on the sideline. There's no way in the world that's gonna happen, and everybody laughed. So sure enough, we get a rebound, and everybody go. Hold on a second. Okay, there you go. Turn it on. My Google started bugging out.
No, you're good.
So I get the rebound. And he's calling for the ball, and I go, "Nah." I start picking up, and a grown man picked me up at half court. And in my mind, all I see is my dudes like, if I pull this off, crazy. He go to guard me, I put it down, I give him a little hesitation, and I go to cross and out and then cross over, and he falls. And I hit a jump shot, and it went in. When he jumped up, everybody going crazy, he take a swing at me.
Oh.
No, because I embarrassed him. And everybody go, "Oh," they're trying to break it up. And I grab my ball and run up the hill. Like, and I live up the hill. I took my ball, ran up the hill, and I'm laughing like a little bad kid. And I'm running up the hill. And the next day I came back down the park. And the crazy part about it, we think about it when we was young. We really didn't have no fear.
Yeah.
We fight and they come right back.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Like we come right back to the same place. And to me, that was like that was like, "Oh yeah, I can do this again." And then so now when I come, the old school guys like this. "Yo, that was a good move, yo."
Yeah.
Like, yo, so now I'm not waiting until the last one to play no more.
Get some respect.
If they short a guy, I'm getting picked up. Or I get like the second one. Yo, young fella can play.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of like.
Okay. Did so then did the street ball kind of come in just as your like handles kind of improved over time, or I guess when did you kind of start focusing on some of that?
Like me, that's all because I grew up watching Kevin Johnson, Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
I grew up around Mark Strack, like Pete Speedy, who was in a Nike commercial. I grew up on it that was in Above the Rim. That's like my brothers. Like I see them all the time because we in the same vicinity. So like in my era, handles was always like I used to. So yeah, I know you heard of Olaf. So I used to save my money for Olaf. So my first pair of shorts, I had 2 pairs of shorts. I was a big Glenn Robbins. So I went to Olaf and had a pair of shorts made with Showtime on the back, and it was Michigan shorts. So I used to wear them all the time. So that was like my thing. I'm gonna do whatever. But in the back of my mind, my thing was I'm gonna stop you defensively, and then I'm gonna destroy you offensively. It's nothing you can do with that.
Yeah.
Like if I can do this on defense, I already know you can't guard me, but I'm gonna make sure you can't score. So now I'm gonna just create a havoc, and that's when the headache thing started coming. And then after a while, when I got confidence, then the talking came. And I was like, oh yeah, now I got this. And then people started calling me Showtime. I went from Showtime to Tingle Toes, and just I used to travel. Like my second fight out in I met Half Man Amazing. I'm playing in a park called Wingate Park, which is called it's called Duncan's Delight. You get 3 points for dunking the ball. So it's dope. I think it's still going now. But Wingate Park from where I live at is like an hour and a half like train ride.
Yeah.
I used to get up in the morning at like 8, 9 o'clock by myself, book bag off, take that long ride to play my boy Mookie Thomas that played at St. Francis and my boy Alvin Pierce. And I get up there, I'm the only kid from Harlem playing in Brooklyn. Like, and nobody knows. So the one day we have the All-Star game, I make the All-Star team. I'm in the middle of the project, and the train stop is like 10 blocks, 15 blocks from the park.
Yeah.
The park is packed, and I'm killing. And the announcer go, that's that boy Showtime. He out here killing. Oh yeah. And he the only kid in here from Harlem. And right as he said that, I'm guarding one of the dudes. At the time I didn't know he was a drug dealer, whatever he was doing in the hood. And we could call him Mitch. And it's my first time really putting the ball around somebody and then dropping it between his legs. And and I threw it alley-oop. We caught it and dunked it and half man. And dude got up and started chasing me around the park, wanted to fight. And I'm in Nate's block. So Bill's like, yo, you have to go. So I grab my bag, put on my book bag. As I go, everybody's swinging at me.
Oh
my!
And I'm being chased down the block, like the train station. Like it's crazy. And to make you even laugh more, I tell you, I said we have no fear when we're young and stupid.
Yeah.
Next week for the next game. But that's how me and my got cool with me, him, Al, and then they kind of like was like my shield. So like I said before, like basketball became that comforter through life. Like, if you can play this game, you won't play anywhere.
Tim's back the next day. Hey guys.
Hey, it's Tim from Brooklyn.
Hey buddy, remember me?
It's Tim from Brooklyn. Do you still talk to a lot of those guys like AO, Maine, Half, all those guys?
Yeah, I just messing with Half the other day because he was at when he played in 55th with White Chocolate, and he put a post on Instagram. So I texted him. I was like, yo, look, don't be going out there trying to do all that stuff. That concrete feels a little different on him. He just started laughing. He's like, because he's still out there playing hard. I would love to go out and play. Just where I live at now, the basketball is different because of they don't believe in really playing the game. Everything is I'm gonna shoot everything every time.
Oh yeah.
No matter where I'm at.
I feel like that's kids coming up now. Like I love Steph Curry, but like I feel like he's ruining the game for the kids. Like everyone just chucks now. It's crazy.
The problem is it's no barriers of who and when.
Yeah.
Like when we was playing, I was a Michael Jordan fan. I was a John Stark fan. I was a Reggie Miller fan.
Yeah.
But I wish I would have did that because my coach would have put me under the stands. But now it's like, oh, he shot it from deep. He hit 2 in a row. But he's 2 from 18.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He got 6 points. Meanwhile, he all these bad shots.
Yeah, but we're gonna post those 2 on Instagram and become viral. Like that's the whole thing. So
and we had a young kid. I went to Vegas to see a couple of guys, and I worked out a couple of guys in Vegas. And I was watching I can't think of his name, that played at Georgetown. McCon, I always tear his name up. McCon, the white kid that played.
McClung, Mac McClung.
So I watched him play the game when they had the big game before the season was over, and he's playing. and he's struggling offensively. He had a couple good plays because he's little. I keep trying to tell you, like, yeah, he can dunk, but you can't jump from 3-point line.
Yeah.
Like everybody athletic in the NBA.
Yeah.
So he had a decent game. I think he had like 12 points. He struggled that game because the team was a lot longer. They playing better D. He had like 3 or 4 good plays. And the young kid is a point guard, junior college. He's sitting with me. We go back to the hotel room. They got the highlights of him up. They got them 5 clips in it, but it made him look like he had 30. And I'm like, I said, look at this. He said, and the kid saying, he go, he didn't do all that when he was at the game. I said, yeah, but Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram, all you need is 30 seconds.
It can make a lot of people look really good.
It's not saying he's a bad player.
Yeah.
But when we look at the game, we watch him play 30 minutes and he struggled.
Yeah.
But when you take them 2 couple clips, he play on the ball, get a layup, and throw a behind the back pass, the dude finish it.
Trust me.
You don't even know the behind the back pass he threw went to the guy that dunked the ball.
You just see him do it.
They just show it pan real quick. And I'm like, he was like, I never thought that. I said, yeah, because you're a basketball player and you get to see him up close and personal. You got to see him perform against people of his elite. And then you went back and you saw the highlights and you're like, I didn't see none of this.
Yeah. That's funny you bring up Mac McClung too, because he was going so viral for all of his dunks and stuff and like warm-ups. And then I actually watched like some of his first couple games and I was like, this dude isn't doing anything. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And like, no offense to Mac McClung, like, but that's amazing you say that. Cause I mean, I would watch the games. I was totally underwhelmed. I'm like, this guy is not what I thought he was going to be. So,
and I hate to say this idea, but I deserve some royalties, Tim, but maybe you should be an agent. You ever thought of that?
Everybody tell me that, and I hate it because because my whole career of me, I probably fired like 7, 8 agents because they're useless, and not all of them. Just like my first year going like getting an NBA workout, I was on a day where Yao Ming, I was supposed to go to China with them and all that, and they supposed to send me out and play with before Yao Ming came and all that stuff. I never wanted them going. I put on a shelf and I want to play with the Globetrotters. Mm-hmm. And my thing was, it was never about me. I always wanted to make the league. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to make my family, my lifestyle change. So then when you put on the shelf, now you got to try to figure out how you're going to play. I hate that part of the business because you have I got a young guy I work out all the time now who's actually dope. He tried to get an NBA 3 or 4 times. I told myself, after your 5th year, go get that money.
Yeah.
Go overseas.
Money.
Yeah. You can make anywhere from $500 to $1 million. You can buy your house, have it paid for, save some money, come back home and get a job and be good.
Yep.
Nobody told me that as a pro. Like only one trying to told me that was Ray Allen. We in the gym working out and great bro. We in there having fun. I'm doing. I'm like, and I'm young. I'm like my 2nd year out. I'm like, yo, Ray, I'm trying to get in the league because I've been working out for a while. And Ray looked at me with a straight face and it was no malicious intent in it. He was like, yo, the league ain't for everybody. And at that moment, I didn't know what he meant.
What he meant,
I thought he was saying I wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
So the next couple of weeks, I was like mad at Ray. Like as I got older, I understood because when I worked out for the Knicks, I'm playing against guys who can't tie my shoestrings.
Yeah.
But they got a good agent. That's because that agent attached to like say LeBron. So I'm gonna sign your guy because I want to be able to talk to LeBron next year.
Yeah.
Not because he should do
not because he's shit. Yeah.
Because of connection. Yeah. That's the part that I don't like. Like
I mean,
now we taking the team to be able to have a conversation next year because it's a business.
Yep. I mean, that's so obvious in Milwaukee. And again, I'm a huge Bucks fan, but having Thanasis Antetokounmpo on the active roster is absurd because he is not an NBA player. And I will say that until I die. And then they just signed his younger brother, Alex, to a G League deal too. I'm like, Giannis is just trying to keep his family in Wisconsin.
Spill my beard.
Hey, I'm not even mad at him because I told somebody the other day, I said, Giannis held, I lived in Milwaukee my whole, like from the last 2 years. I love Milwaukee. Yeah. I love going downtown. I'm going to tell you, I'm making you laugh. I'm going to tell you what Giannis said. They're like this. Hey, Giannis, you want to stay in Milwaukee for the rest of your career? And Giannis like this. Yeah. you got to pay me a lot of money, but my whole family got to be on the team.
I mean, I knew it. It's obvious.
What do you say?
I mean, you have to give it to him. Sign his mom too. I don't know. His mom can sit on the bench. I don't know.
Hey, think about this. Truthfully, an NBA game, how many guys really play?
Yeah.
You say first, if you're a real good team, maybe 9 to 10.
Yeah, maybe 9, 10.
Maybe.
Yeah. So you got 5 spots.
Yeah.
I'll give you a better one. My Chris Webber, little brother. So we play against Chris Webber brother. We play Western Michigan Division II. His brother played on that team, athletic, but he like 6 feet, 6'1".
Yeah.
We play against him. We beat them by like 20. Kick and play. He's all right. Next time I come home from senior year, I see him working out for Sacramento. I'm like, I need a brother in the league.
Yeah. Me too, Tim. I do too.
I was like, I know this dude. And he got there playing it now because he's in that position. Now he gonna go overseas and make $1 million.
Yeah, make a ton of money.
And he was on a Sacramento team for at least like the first 20 games or 10 games.
Damn, so he's making some money there. And
like then he don't really need it, but like I'm like, wow. That's why I say I'm not mad at it. Because at the end of the day, we all know if Reek don't stay, we don't win a championship. You don't dominate. So they probably like this. We gonna buy the house your brother live in too.
Yeah.
Like is that okay? Like,
anything you need, we'll do it. We'll buy Oshkosh for Alex. He can just own the city. I don't care.
Hey, if you drive around to where he live at, I guarantee he got a whole block to himself. It's like 4 houses on it. And it's the Greek the Freak village. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah. There's definitely
they probably moved him out to Waukesha. You know, Waukesha ain't nothing when you get out there.
Yeah.
There's a Euro restaurant there.
They found some.
You know that, dude.
Hey, either that or Menominee Falls. You know,
there you go. Yeah, right up there.
Ain't nothing but corporations around there. A whole bunch of corporate, and he got a little village in the middle of all these big businesses.
Yeah.
Hey Tim, do you pay attention to the NBA like pretty closely?
Yeah.
So, what do you think of Anthony Edwards? I'm a huge Timberwolves guy, which is unfortunate, but
I think his ceiling is super high.
Yeah.
But his skill set, he's such a Dwayne Wade-ish better scorer, better shooter, Dwayne-ish, that he needs somebody around to take that many reps off of him. Because he take a lot of reps, which is going to hurt his body. He take a lot of contact, take a lot of reps. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, think about it, you watch it, every time he go to the rack, he get hit at least 7-8 times.
Well, it's like Ja Morant.
Morant too.
He's a rag doll.
Yeah.
Like, and to me, because he's not really a point, he's not really a 2, but he can be both.
Yeah.
They put the ball in his hand because he's gonna score it. But it's the way I feel about LeBron. I tell you, I'm not a LeBron fan on the court. I'm more of a LeBron fan off the court because I feel he makes the game too hard for himself.
Yeah.
And people scared to tell him that. But for LeBron, it gotta look good because it's now the legacy now.
Because it's LeBron,
I tell everybody every day of the week, if I was coaching with LeBron would lead the league in scoring, assists, and rebound. And they'd be like, how you gonna do that? I said, because he's not going no further than the free throw line extended. Who's gonna guard him for that?
Yeah.
Now he's gonna get 10 layups. You're gonna have to double him. He's gonna get 10 assists. He's gonna get all on rebound because most guys that are gonna guard him gonna be half his size.
Yeah.
You're not gonna put a 4 on him. But meanwhile, we got LeBron at half court rubbing the ball, getting a full head of start, and wonder why he's tired.
Yeah.
Like, and Anthony Edwards kind of do the same thing. Like, like he get the ball almost above that the coach's hash. And he lays down and he gets a full head of steam.
Starts going.
And to me, that stop and go on his knees, he can easily get it a lot quicker and a lot easier with him not being on the ball, which I think they picked up they picked up a nice guard. They picked up a 3, I think. They picked up a 3. And it's gonna help him, but he gotta realize it.
Yeah.
He gotta realize, hey, hold on, wait. Take it. Give me a second. Now give me the ball. Let me come off this DHO with a screen, and then maybe I might have it, but I have to pull up jump shot. When he mastered that pull-up free throw shot that he takes now, when he mastered that, it'll open up his layup for him a lot easier. But I'm like you, there's a lot of contact.
Yeah.
My thing with Ja is I love Ja, but down the stretch, Ja turned into Rucker Park when it's 3 seconds on the clock. Now we need him to go into Rod Strickland ball.
It's kind of that next step, like that growth path. Like they have to mature a little bit in the league and then stop trying to like be the showtime, like you said before.
Because Ja scared me. Not that it ain't a good move. I think almost every play he's gonna get hurt.
Yep. He hits the ground hard every play.
Like he get tangled up, and I'll be like, oh no, pull up. Yeah. He's still his about that big, he's still trying to get through it. I'm like, no, pull up. And he got a nice jump shot. But because we know this, if the highlight ain't there, it's nothing to brag about.
Yeah.
So that's the game. But I laugh because they want to condone us and take us out of the way and be like, oh nah, it's the worst basketball. Sheet ball don't ever do that. But now, because I tell everybody, NBA, tennis, soccer, a little bit of football, they all owe us a check. We told them how to urban market. We remember back in the day before we came around, only thing that played in NBA arenas and rappers owe us a check. Only thing played NBA arenas was dan. They saw us put music inside the arena, and I'm jumping to the music and Hassan to the music, and they see the crowd going crazy. They said, "Oh, we can do that too." and then I'm probably older than y'all, but you think about this: NBA players can start throwing jerseys in the stands or taking their stuff off until who do it.
Yeah, you guys. I mean,
now I told somebody the other day. I said the 30 for 30 was great. That was a stepping stone for me. My end thing for me is I told Seth Friedman, I said it's time for us to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
because the Globetrotters changed the facet of basketball in an entertainer's way. We took it to the next level.
Yep.
Changed the way people play the game totally.
Yep.
So we beat the criteria for Hall of Famers, and we outsold everybody when it comes to marketing, sneakers, like everything. So we made Nike scared. They had to go do a commercial, and I helped direct the Nike commercial that they did.
Yeah, that commercial was awesome.
Like they couldn't pay me to be in it. I helped create, create, edit, all that crazy stuff. I helped be a part of it, but I can't get paid for commercial. I'm And1. So it's amazing to me how much we made people scared.
Yeah.
Before it was like Reebok, Nike. We came, it was Nike and us and everybody else. And we didn't sell not one shoe yet. And that's the part that people don't understand. So like when you look at like that's where the basketball game is going to. So like it's almost like we gotta bring them back. Like our young guys, Anthony and what's his name, like Ja, like, hey, have your fun.
Yeah.
But at certain times, no clock, time, session.
Yes.
And know what you can do.
Yep.
Hey, Tim, I saw you were in a Cartoon Network commercial too. What's up with that?
I didn't see that. If I missed that one.
That's a long time ago. Where you find that? That was so long ago.
Were you with Johnny Bravo or something, or what were you doing out there?
Yeah, they were chasing women.
Look, I'm not touching that one. I plead the fifth.
That's hilarious. Oh God. Well, if you don't mind, I was gonna do a little like rapid round of questions, just like some either ors and some stuff like that, if you don't mind, real quick.
No problem. After the Cartoon Network, though, I guess
I'll post it on my Instagram tomorrow.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
I'm trying to get you out of it. This is my segue to get you out of talking about it. So, would you drink beer or wine? Which one do you prefer?
Wine.
Wine. Okay. Red or white?
Red.
Red. Okay. Brats or burgers?
Burger.
Burger. All right. Dream place or your favorite place to travel?
Bali.
Okay.
I actually been to Bali. Bali's dope. If you ain't never been,
I mean, I've seen a lot of pictures, but I've never been.
Hey, basketball have done a lot for me. Or I call it, I'm on basketball dime.
Hey, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Basketball got you on Cartoon Network and it got you to Bali. That's perfect. What's the most iconic street ball court in your mind?
All day Rucker Park. Just before we was even made, to see, like I know Bob. I grew up on the Bob McCullough. My dad was a park legend. All them guys, Pee Wee Kirtland. To see them guys beforehand, the GOAT, like Helicopter. Peter Ball, who actually was in this camp with me and walked up to me and was like, "Hey, when the old guys get better at battlegrounds," and I'm like, "Wow, you really did play in Harlem and know all the guys," and it's just before we even got started, it was just from Johnny Walker to Kobe Bryant dad, all them dudes came out there and played So I don't care what new tournament is doing what they're doing, that is always gonna be the iconic.
I love it. So I know this isn't about me at all, but so I have this little story about Rucker Park. So growing up, like obviously like watching you guys here and everything about Rucker Park, knowing the history, like I went to New York to go visit some family. And I told my dad, I'm like, we gotta ride the subway, go up there. I'm like, so we did, rode it up, got out. I went up to we walked into Rucker Park. There's some kids shooting around. So I was just standing there taking it all in, taking some pictures. And then I went up and touched the rim real quick. And these three guys were playing, and they're just like, "Hey, white boy, do that with a ball." So I was like, I'm like, all right. Now, meanwhile, I'm wearing an Aéropostale shirt and some cargo shorts, hilarious. So I'm like, all right, give me the ball. So he gives it to me. So I go dunk one, and they're like, all right, let's play a little bit. So we start going around, and they threw me a couple oops and stuff. And I have video footage. I should send you some of this because it's pretty hilarious.
I'll
send it to you.
Because in my mind, I see Aéropostale shirt. I see some small khaki shorts on, and I see you.
That's exactly.
I see you turn around and go like this. Sure, I do it.
Give me the ball. And I have long Justin Bieber hair at the time too.
I'm about to say,
look,
hey Drew, and his hair probably like this. Yes.
Give me that ball. So we start playing. We're they're throwing me some oops and stuff, and then we start playing. We were playing 3-on-3 for a little bit, and my dad's just snapping pictures and taking videos. And then there was a tournament there that night that I bought a shirt for, but they invited me to come back and play. But I had Kanye West tickets that night at the Garden that my family spent. They spent a bunch of money on it, and this guy was like, "You got to come back and play tonight." Well, I went to Kanye West. I never went back to Rucker, and I kind of regret it to this day because I think that would have been pretty awesome. I probably would have gotten owned, but it would have been pretty awesome to be there, honestly.
Hey, I tell people all the time, in your mind, you might think you get owned, but the competitive spirit of basketball of that era, it's two things always happen, and people don't understand this. People that play like us, we play and we understand. Only two things ever happen: either you rise to the occasion, or you don't. And usually your don't is usually good enough to just be on the floor. Because you wouldn't be on the floor if you weren't good enough to be on the floor anyway. But that's why I tell you all the time, when I went to play in the NBA and started playing with NBA guys and I came back home, the game was so slow for me because I've been playing at this high speed for so long. And then when I come home in the program and stuff like that, it was a piece of, that's why you always see me laughing, because it was such playing with the Ricky Davises and all of them, and Baron Davis and Steve Francis. It speaks like this. And then you go home and play with guys who's just a little bit below that, and then it gets like this. And that's how NBA guys see the game.
That's how,
and that's why I say, you probably did well. I would love to know what tournament. That probably had to have been Bob McCullough tournament because they've been having the rights to the.
I bought this shirt. I should probably find it because I know it says the name of the tournament on it, but I don't know. It was,
teach one?
No. Oh God, I can't think of it. It was a dark blue shirt. It had I think a guy in yellow doing a crossover. Then it had the name of the tournament. God, I'll have to try to find that shirt. I think I still have it.
That almost sounds like either Golden Hoops, Each One Teach One. I'm thinking the only two people that really run, because Each One Teach One is just Bob McCullough that played in the league. He had a program. They do the Saturday and Sunday tournaments over at the park. They have that time. They do the 24 Elite tournament. That's Each One Teach One tournament.
Okay. I don't know this guy. He was like literally standing there, like setting up for it. And he's like, yo, he was talking to my dad. He's like, you got to bring him back tonight and play. He's like, we got a spot for him tonight. And I never did, but I got to find that shirt. I got to find that shirt. If you got
that offer, then that means you was doing your thing in that pastel shirt.
I know. Well, you know what's funny is I eventually took it off and I was wearing a white beater underneath.
Oh, see, that levels it out for you. You got a white beater on. If you had no white beater on, you lost all your cool points. Like
I took it off. I'm like, screw this. Let's go.
What if you don't have any cool points to give?
Hey, he gained 2 cool points for the fact that he went and dunked in an Aéropostale shirt and little cargo shorts.
Let's go. Man.
Let's go. He's not going to sleep tonight. You just made his night.
I love it. Woo! All right, a couple more here. Well, I guess I kind of asked it before, but if there was one NBA player that you still think you could take to this day, like maybe one that's playing, do you think you can still take one? I know you could, but who are you going to call out? We won't use this clip. I just want to know who you're going to call out. You can say Thanasis. It's okay.
No. Hold on. Like I wouldn't even play against him because he'd be mad at me.
Yeah.
He go get Greek the Freak. Like now. Like he'll be so mad at me right now because I know I'm not defending nobody right now. But offensively, it ain't a guy that can stay in front of me right now still, like to this day. Like that's a natural thing for me.
Hell yeah.
Like I wasn't even thinking about him because I don't consider him an NBA player. But
oh, watch out. Giannis is gonna be like, with all the power of Zeus.
Look. And a couple, but like I'm such a basketball guy. I just feel anybody in front of me ain't gonna be able to get me. Like stop
it.
And half these guys don't really know the game and don't know angles and don't know everything is a setup move to go a sidestep for a jump shot.
Yeah.
I'm going down your throat. So my first move is always gonna be forward.
Yeah.
So you got either back up or let me go. And that's the thing that I teach now. I have a young kid that played with Philly, what's his name's son, her son, that I worked out in what's that? He's such a 6'4", can do everything. And that's what I was teaching him. I'm like, everybody teach this loosey-goosey basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see so many kids go by and ball bop out. But then think about it, in the 80s and 90s, you ain't never see that. If somebody put the ball at their face broke or they because it's a straight rip. And I'm teaching them that with the inside foot to give them protection and all that. He was like, Dad, this is different. I said, yeah, but now you can get into your step back. Now you can get in your bag because once I put you on my hip, it's nothing you can do with that. And Rod Strickland showed me that, one of the best to ever do it. So I tell guys, like, that's what you gotta get at. That's why I said, like, even now, like, with, my bum knee, and I play pickup, and I play at probably 10% and go get wherever I want to go.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, how you let him walk to the rim? I said, you don't have no choice. If you let me shoot a jump shot, which I ain't gonna miss, because that's what my game is at now, or I'm gonna just go by and lay the ball up. So
damn.
Where do you put your walker?
Like, remember, Drew?
I'm messing with you, dude. I said, where do you put your walker?
Hey, right before I walk in, I fold it up and put it by the door. So, like, I got that new one that it looked like a cane, and then when you hit the button, watch it. I just saw on Instagram. My wife said she's gonna get it for me.
Oh God, dude, I ain't coming at a legend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna see how fine it sends you. It's a cane, and then the button, a seat come out. And because I'm older now, and I'm always in the gym working with players, I'm like this. Man, I really can use one of those. Like, who don't need a seat? Like, who needs
Oh, that's hilarious. What's your favorite Instagram or Twitter account that you follow?
Oh, I'm gonna say my wife, but it's nothing to do with basketball because her live content is dope. More worship, more gospel. But I think one of my favorite, I can't think of the guy's name because I love jokes. It's a little guy that has a son that tells the jokes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I can't think of his name.
I cannot think of his name. Yo, I can sit and watch this joke because his dad laugh alone is the best ever. Like, even though we know his stage, it's just that's my
yeah.
Yes.
He give you a good one every time. Like,
That's
he give
who's the most famous person that follows you on social media, or your favorite person that follows you back on social media?
Oh, dang. I guess like three of them, like my big bro, Rod, Rod Strick, Mark Jackson. Some of my like just the fact that we grew up watching them play.
Yeah.
And to be as close I am to them, like my boy Jadakiss, one of my top rappers, you know.
Yeah.
I put Cam and Mason in because I went to school with them, and you know, top just to put them to fall. Like people like, oh, they got 4 million, whatever. To follow them back and talk to them, it's always an honor. Like you get humbled by the things that you accomplish in life.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you become egotistical.
Yeah.
But I just really appreciate the fact that the friendships that I have through basketball.
Yeah.
The honor, like just now, y'all seen Jada because he's got an award. He just diamond rings. When I see him, I can call him Jason, and he's cool. And I'm like even like from Puff Daddy to all them guys, it's cool because they was in that street element that Fat Joe. When I see him, they go, "Hey, what up? Headache." They show me love, and in my mind, I'm going, "Dang."
That's awesome.
So cool. It's so cool. That's to me, that's the most ultimate respect of our craft.
Yeah.
Like, other people that's on the top of their world, like, acknowledge us and just say, like, and that to me, you can't ever, like, that's why I tell everybody, I said my biggest goal now for us as a group to get into the Hall of Fame, because we touch so many people to make them respect us and show us respect back. That's the biggest thing I think ever. Like, and then I've said a whole bunch of people, but I'm sure because these dudes, I didn't make the millions and millions of dollars like they did.
Yeah.
For them to even have our names in their mouth is an incredible, thing.
Real recognize real, baby. That's what it is. How many, this is my last one for you, this quick little one. So how many Krispy Kreme donuts do you think you could eat in an hour?
Woo. Look, that was my favorite donut. Look. When the red light come on, you already know. It's like pick and roll. Hey, get out the way. Get out the way. Look, if I don't die from a diabetes attack, because there's something about that sugar on that donut. I don't know what. I don't know what it is. Like, and the fact that you bite the donut and it melts in your mouth, like the whole donut, and it disappears. Like, you don't even chew. It just like
it's just done.
It's like cotton candy. Like, like, we need to get that tested first. But I probably eat like a dozen. I probably eat 2 dozen if I don't have a coma. Start seeing spots. Like,
you'll really need your walker then to get out of the room. Yeah.
I won't even need a walker. Let's put an IV right into my arm as I eat it. Like, just give me an IV of fluid. So they're like, yo, why you have an IV on you? I'm about to eat these donuts. I'm gonna need some water.
All right. Well, we're gonna bring some Krispy Kreme donuts out to you sometime. We're gonna do this challenge. All right.
Hey, I will have fun because I'll be waiting for. Just make sure they're hot and the light.
Are you still in New York right now? Is that where you live in? Or
I'm actually in Orlando. Orlando for a little bit. I work with EA Sports doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, damn. I was just in Orlando like 2 weeks ago. I wish I would have known. I should have done it before. Could have linked up.
You have a vacation or you out here for?
It was work. There was like a work conference over at the Gaylord.
That's like 20 minutes from me. Yeah,
okay.
That's a dope hotel.
It's amazing. There's like a rainforest in the middle of it.
And Christmas time, if you can get down there and stay there, then they put a whole like ski resort, like snow tires, like
Christmas shit.
Tree. Like we gonna go next year. Like, you gotta buy tickets to get in there, all that.
Oh,
like,
damn.
Like, and it'd be cold in there, but it's like 85 degrees outside.
Yeah, you walk outside. Yeah,
that is cool.
That's sweet.
But look it up. If you look at the Gala, look up that stuff. Like, that's
Christmas.
That's why when you sell, like, that's one of the dopest.
That's so cool.
Like, yeah, and it'd be packed. So that's a dope. But I do that, and I just travel and try to help guys out.
Do you ever come back to Milwaukee ever? Or
I actually came. I went back. My god sister she got married. I went back for her wedding, and I actually was trying to come back this year for a game because I actually been trying to get them to send me some gear, which is I want some new gear with the stuff. But every time I turn around, they get a new coach every year.
Yeah.
I'm like, good Lord, can we keep one for like 2 years? It's a man. I actually just talked to one of the guys now to get some stuff because I want a hoodie. And I'll make you laugh. I'm leaving with this one. You're gonna crack up. I'm putting it in the book. So when I played at Wisconsin Milwaukee, when I told them I signed my scholarship, I said I've been playing with 13 my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I want my high school jersey, everything. I said I would like to have that number. He told me yes. This is how you know like the start of foolishness. When I find my letter of intent, I fly out. I get there. We go first day of practice. They give me 5. I'm like, yo, where's 13 at? Oh, no, we got you. They gave me 13 as my practice jersey. So I actually have somebody, the dude just sent, I'm gonna show you. They sent me a 13 for my book and stuff like that. I have a 13 jersey and I have the practice jersey and I have a game jersey, number 5.
Yeah.
I had made. And everybody be like, and I said, if that ain't the level of just dishonesty and disrespect, I even offered to pay for it. Told me no.
Wow.
Like my chain has my dad initials on it, and then my number 13
and 13
I wore, and
that's
like his name. So I tell I had this for over 20 years. I said, so for you to tell a kid you're gonna do that, and then that shows the level.
That's horrible. Yeah, that's a bad start right there.
And I tell you about that. I love with Milwaukee. I said, and I'm happy it finally became a basketball program. But when I was there, it was struggling to be that because of him and the athletic director and there's people that and it's like most people, like most places, they have the wrong people in charge, and it takes you almost 10 years to get out of that. Like all that. Like and then to me, every time I go back, I talked one time to a group, probably like 5 of them. Doug was there, and I told him, I said, y'all should be happy. Like this is really a basketball environment now. When I was here, it wasn't. If it was a basketball environment when I was here, we probably would have won and went to NCAA tournament and all that. And we got a good enough team to do it, but it was so much other things we was worrying about instead of the game of basketball. And we couldn't lock in on that because it was too much bull going on.
Damn.
You know, that's the hard fact of it. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But nobody ever say that because then it makes the administration look bad.
Exactly. Can't speak up. Damn. Well, thank you so much for sharing everything. Damn. I mean, it's crazy to hear about a lot of that stuff. So I appreciate you sharing that journey and everything. And this has been a great conversation. I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but we're headed to Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri for my bachelor party. So if you want to show up, you can come party with us.
Oh, are you getting married? Oh,
yeah.
Congratulations. Welcome to prison. Look, your kind of be next to mine. Right?
I was gonna say, if you come to Missouri this weekend, don't tell your wife. Tell her it's a business trip. I don't know.
Tim, thank you so much. Like a headache. Thank you so much. Seriously, it's been an honor.
Yes, thank you.
When you drop it, so I can push it out for you too on mine.
We'll do. I'll be tagging you on Instagram, but I'll shoot you a message with some of those videos as well. So, so let's stay in touch. Try not to laugh too hard at my videos, but I appreciate you so much.
Now I definitely gotta see that. I might repost it. If y'all ain't never seen a TV show White Shadow, here's my man right here.
Oh my god!
Is that my streetball nickname or what?
Hey, your nickname gonna be Aéropostale.
Hey Tim, when you drop your book, I'd love to do another interview. I'm sure we'll be the first one to read it. So
I'll definitely give it to you in the book, but hopefully everything will lock up. And the name of the book is gonna be "Life's a Beautiful Headache."
Awesome.
It's my journey through life and just all the different ups and downs, and just trying to share some light to kids who trying to make it. Because at the end of the day, like everybody have a story.
Yeah.
But I feel now, and then some of the stuff we talk about with right now, the Netflix one is about to drop about the And1 mixtape, which is done by the owners, which is their perspective, which is probably going to be half is going to be true, half is going to be a lot forced.
Yeah.
And I'm not in it because of that. Because I wouldn't touch anything they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. They lied to us. They lied to us from the beginning of the first 7. So there's no reason for us to have a conversation. That's why I walked away from it when they kind of pushed me out. But
yeah,
I walked away from it because it wasn't. They weren't trying to take care of us the way they said they would.
Yeah.
They gonna say whatever they want to say, but like I said before, I really believe this. I tell myself, you can't take what we help create, because the biggest thing is everybody. Well, y'all follow. Everybody always say, well, y'all the And1 players, and in their mind, they think they really created us.
Yeah.
When I talk about it, I tell them all the time, all you was a financial backer.
Yeah.
We gave you all the swag. We gave you all our essence, and you made millions of dollars, and you make it like you did us a favor.
Yeah.
Like, actually, we did each other a favor, but we did that from the beginning and knew that we both was helping each other. You took care of us.
Yep.
You saw opportunity, because the biggest part, like the New York Times article, and I still have it. I always keep it when they did it with us in Speedwell, and Speedwell from Warcats playing.
Oh yeah.
And I tell you about the time in the article, they talk about how bad we were. And I just got out of college, and I was, I'm a college graduate. I'm like, they made it look like I was like all this has-been, they make the NBA. I just got out of college. My first article ever in New York Times Magazine, and y'all paint me as this hooligan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a rough upbringing, but that ain't stopped me making NBA. I ain't having
Yeah.
But I complained about it, and they was mad at me. Like, everyone was mad at me. I'm like, yo, I don't like the way it's painting me.
Yeah.
And my whole career, even for workouts, I always had to prove to pros and scouts that I can play the game.
That you weren't that person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, and then a lot of times it was a great gift, but also came with a lot of stuff that we couldn't take away. Like I actually worked out for Sacramento from when Bobby Jackson was out there and we was all working out. And the scout told me, he was like, yo, you really good, but you have to watch who you're around. I'm like, I'm walking around, I'm not around nobody. But he wasn't talking about who I was hanging out with. He was talking about they were mixtape because they showing smoke and all that. Like, I'm like, I don't smoke, but it's when I'm around. Like, we said they're my NBA players when they out and pop doing what they was doing. There wasn't no social media back then. But I didn't. You catch me on camera, so why I'm being judged? But that was their mentality. And I was overseas. I was in Iran playing. Dude told me, "Oh, the owner don't want to pay you. He don't think you're as good as that." I said, "Okay." He plays in one team in Iran. I had 45 at half. I said, "Damn!" And I looked at him like this. Not enough. And he's like, and then he called my agent had to call me, and I found I got paid like my initial, because I wasn't supposed to play. But it's I tell you all the time, it was such a fight, because it's like my college, all that stuff went out the window once I put on an And1 jersey. And I helped create it. Like, jeez. Like, and that's the crazy part.
It's outrageous.
And that's what people understand. And then it don't help that like my little bro Hot Sauce and all of them couldn't really play the game. Yeah. It should be. And I always told him that. That's why me and Professor always talk. And he'll tell anybody, my first days with him working him out and putting him through the torture was, hey, I got to make sure you can play the game of basketball. No matter what you do trick-wise, if you can't put this ball in a hole and be able to hold enough that you can defend a little bit, what you do, you're going to get talked about. Like, and he understood it. Like, I'm like, I tell everybody, if you look at his game, because y'all know all of us, and you look at his game and everything he do right now, people, this young generation don't understand. It's me, it's Ayo, it's Ali Mo, it's Pat the Rock. If you look at all our moves, and if you look at Professor, he's able to mimic all of us and do a good job of it. And he gave his own little spin to it. But if you really are a student of the game, you can see all our stuff. And that, to me, that was him being a student, because I took a lot of my stuff from Rod Strickland, from my spin move, Mark Jackson, from my IQ being able to pass the ball. So Kevin Johnson, I want to be able to get up and down the floor and dunk like him, so I worked on that to be that. Like, and I kind of confuse all of them together and then add my own little spin on it to be who I am. But if you don't take, like how Puff Daddy said, if you ain't stealing, you ain't trying, right? Like, so, but now I appreciate it. Thank you so much, y'all. I love it.
Thank you.
And enjoy your bachelor party. Make sure you come back home.
Will do. I'm gonna try.
Hey Tim, he'll have a beautiful headache.
Yes, I will. Oh, I'm gonna have a headache.
No, actually, it's gonna be the exact opposite.
Yeah, it'll be an ugly headache.
Hey, just know if you mess it up, she hold over your head for the rest.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna whisper this one because my wife might hear it. They don't forget anything.
Thank you so much, Tim.
I love it.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much, Tim. Take care.